Hello, welcome back to Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. I decided to go ahead and start doing this puzzle since usually these little slide puzzles, to me, are just like screwing around with things. I hate slide puzzles. Though apparently this wasn't a slide puzzle as I thought it would be. It turned out to be actually quite a bit easier than I thought it was going to be. You just kind of pick them up and rotate them. There's a small key inside the box. Photo of a woman with no face. Is this me? And so ends that chapter. I kind of wanted to go a little bit longer because I felt it was going to be the end of the chapter, but oh well. Yes. Twin faces clear. So we're going to go back to the dude. Port face in the mirror, the panic-inducing music that echoes through Ugetsu Hall. Just what kind of treatments are being carried out here? Why do the former patients still haunt the corridors? With doubts and questions racing through her mind, Ruka reaches a familiar room. This was her room, all those years ago. Okay, so I guess we're going back to Ruka. Phase 6, Moon Song. This is my room. Open the door. It's locked. Bear. It's like sometimes between plays I forget what I'm doing. Something has appeared in the photo. Oh. Oh. Let me snap a photo of you, old man. Damn. Does this mean I can enter your room? Yep. Well, we know there's gonna be a doll in here somewhere. There's an item down there. Do 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 do. Ooh. 3 spirit stones. Yep, there's the doll. I see it. I see the doll. I'm going to snap a photo of the doll. Excellent. Gonna go in here. Yep. Alright, let's go back and take a picture of this picture on the wall. smudged faces. All the people's faces are distorted. Something fell out from behind the picture. Silent Moon Key. It's an old key attached to a wooden plate engraved with wild silvergrass pattern. The back of the plate reads 308 Silent Moon. That's my room. So, is the old man gonna come out here and attack me? No? Okay. Nope, never mind. Door won't open. Well, now we're going to be able to enter this room. Man painting on floor. He also appears to have a mannequin in his room. Oh, there's a shiny. Gib, shiny! Yuko Magaki's painting notes. There's an old notebook here. The visions take control of the brush in my hand. Black, silent, I'm not there. There is no one. There is nothing. My memory is painted black, then that black is further blotted out, even darker. Nothing left but black. The visions will only emerge from that canvas of absolute blackness. I burn my memory, and in return I receive the visions. They are brilliant and ever-changing like a kaleidoscope. Fixing these moments into place pierces my darkness with blinding light. Come, 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 come. Okay. I guess he sees a world and he wants to paint it black. Alright, I'm sure there's a doll in here too somewhere. Come out, doll. Apparently I revealed a shiny someplace. Crawling man. Are you okay there, man? Do you need help? There's another door here. I found the doll. Get your cursed ass out of here. Gib, shiny. Whoa, 20 blue spirit stones. Heck yeah. How many does that mean I have now? 42. Only a few more and I can upgrade max power again. Then I can really blast some bitches away. Oh. Huh. So that resulted in no combat at all, huh? Alright, fair enough. I mean, he's just a dude that wants to paint. Yeah? Used the key. I'm sure there's a doll in my room somewhere. Let's get to searching. This is already very awkward. Okay, I'm not moving. There's things making noises. This was my room. Girl playing piano. That girl was me. Shiny. Give me this shiny. Patient interview. Ruka Yomatsuki. There's an old tape here. It's a recording of a patient interview. Lots of people with moon in their names, particularly their last names. Tsuki is Japanese for moon. Records. No, not summaries. Voices. I have a new tape.
テープ回ってます。どうだい？どんな気分かな？
お面をかぶると違う人が入ってくるの。わからなくなって眠ってるみたいで、だんだん声がして。
それはいつからかな？昨日かな？
わからない。お面？いろんなものになるってお父さんが言ってた。でもお父さんも違う人になったの。わかるもん。
そうか。
お家に帰れる？
もうすぐだよ。
お父さんも治るの？
すぐに良くなる。お母さんにもすぐ会える。
お父さんにも。
Okay. See, I guess while we're at it. Shie Sonozaki, a relatively new nurse in charge of Ugetsu Hall, 4th floor. Why did we meet her down on the 3rd floor then? After the Kagura, she was moved to the desk in the underground switchboard room. Okay. Me, a life-size doll that sits in a wheelchair. Kagure Sendo calls it me and dotes on it. So we have an enemy in here just called me. Madoka, Misaki, Ruka running along innocently, laughing together as they head somewhere. Where are the girls going and what awaits them there? The girls arrive at a closed door and peek inside. The door to the extraordinary opens. The two of them are inseparable, but the things she believed in are distorted beyond recognition. She now stands at the edge of an abyss of despair. A patient bumped into when turning a corner. The painter Yuko Magaki takes the visions in his head and brings them to life in startling colors. Magaki draws his visions of destruction on the floor. Are they premonitions of the apocalypse, or the mere coinage of his madness? Young girl plays a piano. In the notes of the melody lurks the power of to unlock old memories. And that's all. So let's see, those are up on the 4th floor. Silent Moon, so that's the one I'm in right now. Somewhere around here is a doll, and I will find you. Okay. You're gonna tell me there was no doll in this gap? I guess it is a little bit too predictable. Okay, that's a weird place for an item. Oh, Alright, you freaking doll, come out. Boom, boom. Spirit stones. There it is. I was here. What happened to me here? I can't remember. Ruka's diary. This is my diary. I've been in the hospital a while now. I made friends with girls my age, and the nurses are very nice to me. But I still feel sad sometimes. Why does Daddy make me wear the masks? He wears them, but why do I have to? When the doctor plays the music for me, I start to remember scary things. I want to get better and remember them for Mommy, but they are scary too. My house, the masks, my daddy, I see Daddy's back, he turns around, and the rest is ineligible. Okay. The shelf houses a small music jewelry box. An old upright piano. It must have been a cherished possession. The ivory has retained its luster. Was that music box playing? That music just now. This music box still works. There's a cog missing. How was it just playing? Reveal to me your secrets. Something has appeared in the photo. Well, I know where the cradle is. It's the missing cog. I recognize this room. It's our best bud, Masaki. Alright. Well, let's go next door. Go borrow a cup of sugar. Probably get attacked. Misaki, are you here? Doesn't look like it. Found a small cog in the cradle. Oh, you jerk. Screw you. Come on, lock on. That's doing that thing where it's not locking on. Bite me. Jerk. Ooh, shiny. Gib. Gib the shiny. No! Yes.
いいことなんだ
Broken crystal radio. The dresser drawers are full of old children's clothes. Old-fashioned radios, gramophones, and cameras sit on top of the dresser. None of them look like they still work. A red cradle. A closet stuffed with women's and children's clothing. There's a basket containing old dolls, hats, and other children's things. Oh, there's a shiny down here. Gib, shiny. Five red spirit stones. Insert cog. Oh. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Damn it. All the cogs are connected. The music box started playing. I know this melody. I might remember more if I play it on the radio piano. Oh, this one's 6 notes. According to the score, it should sound like this. Oh god. Shit. Left button, up, X, left button. Damn it. Left button, up, X, up, B, A, up. Wait, really? What did I miss? Button, up, X, up, up, B, A, up. No, I've heard this song. I've heard it before.
そうだ。この曲。そう、上手ね。ネイルか？もっと上手に弾けるようになったら。
Where is this? I feel like I know this place. Ruka's bedroom. Yomatsuki residence, second floor. Is there going to be a doll here? Yes, there is. Okay, I gotta assume that I can't end this chapter without finding all the dolls. I suspect that if I don't, we are not coming back here. Ruka's diary. Today I was playing in the garden and I heard a knock-knock noise from the workplace. Thought it was my daddy. I haven't seen Daddy in a long time. Daddy's always making masks. I feel sad that he's not here to hug me or play with me. When I ask Mommy when his work will be done, she never answers. Where is this frickin' doll? Boy, we are in a pretty traditional place. I do not see any dolls. I mean, quite frankly, it seems kind of weird that you would find dolls since this appears to be like a memory or something. This dresser is decorated with beautiful peony carvings. Girls' kimono are kept inside. going to reluctantly move forward. Yomotsuki residence second floor corridor. Nothing here. Okay, this totally looks like one of those dolls, but it's not triggering. Also, it didn't show up on the ghost list thing.
Luca.
Sayaka looking at courtyard. Sayaka's room. Temple of Tsukiyomi. What's Suki? So it's Sayaka's room, so there should be one in this room as well. Sayaka's diary 2, Mother's diary. He made Ruka try a mask in front of the altar, different kinds of mask. He made her do it. Is this the reason Ruka got sick? Did he do this to her? He's changed. He's been spending longer and longer at the workshop every day, and when he comes home, he has such an indescribably heavy aura around him. I feel like the shadows in his eyes have darkened while the strange light behind them has grown brighter and more intense with each passing day. He sounds so impatient when he talks to me, like he hasn't got time to spare, but he won't tell us what it is that he's chasing after. But whatever it is, he's clearly willing to sacrifice everything for it, even us. What drives him? Just thinking about it makes my heart, a heart that he wants so much to trust him, tremble in fear. Will my Soya come home to me when this work is finished? No, he's not ever coming back. That's what I've come to think. He's no longer the Soya I knew, the Soya I fell in love with and had a child with, our child. I have to get Ruko away from him. Dresser is decorated with the peony patterns. It's full of commands. Sayaka's diary 1. It's Mother's. I saw Ruka standing outside in the garden bathing in the moonlight. I rushed out and held her in my arms, but she didn't even seem to notice me, just muttering to herself, her expression completely blank. As if this weren't enough, she started to show a fear of mirrors. I have to talk with Dr. Haibara before she buds. I don't get her. If I don't get her seen to as soon as possible, it may be too late to save her. There's something I wanted to give to Ruka, but I don't think she's fit to receive it yet. I'll wait until she gets better and can show me her beautiful smile again. There's supposed to be a doll in this room, but again, it's a small room. I don't see any places where it could be. So I'm suspecting I might not be intended to look for them just yet. Okay. That was weird. First floor corridor. Something's in here making a funny noise. Girl looking at moon. Photo of man in masks. A photo of my father? Ah, flashbang. Oh, we're back here again. Now what?
ルカ、また忘れて。
Sayaka sitting in chair. That is the mother unit. Small key with a blossom design. Minor boob jiggle. Ruka's Diary 3. This is my diary. Tomorrow is the festival. I get to put on a mask and watch the dance. I'm looking forward to going to see it with everyone, but I don't want to forget things like I do when I put on other masks. Blank. This sickness I have makes things I remember go away. It makes people I can't meet. It makes people I can't meet anymore, and people who died go away. Daddy is going away, and when I try to remember him, I feel scared. But if I don't remember him, he'll go away. The daddy in my head is going to die. I'm scared to remember, but don't go. There's a mask here. It looks familiar. This mask. The day of the festival. No, the day I was taken away. I can't breathe. When they took me, what did they do to me? Run away! I'm assuming that's what I should do. I just walked over that box like it wasn't there. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming I should leave. Question is what's next? Patient hanging head. And his face is all funny. Ooh, shiny. Give. Nurse's notes. Found a notebook. Heavy atmosphere has fallen on the infirmary. Staff members dying, patients disappearing, a sudden glut of sadness. What? That's a weird word to put there. That really threw me for a loop. I think that ever since that day, the patient's behavior has grown even stranger. The nurses and patients alike are being crushed under this melancholy. I'm trying to distract myself from it, but focusing on my work. I've been covering Nurse Tono's responsibility since her death, watching the third floor until they find a proper replacement for her. Huh. No sooner had I taken over her work than I heard that a patient was leaving one of the girls who had been kidnapped. I was tidying up her room when I found a diary belonging to her mother. They're both leaving the island, so I doubt anyone will be back to pick it up anytime soon. This island may have many painful memories for them, but no matter what happens, it'll always be their home. They might come back one day. I'll keep it safe for them until they do. Hi! Nurse standing in station. Nice attempt to, jump scare me there. With your sudden appearance and loud noise. Sayaka's Diary 3. Found a diary. Small key with a blossom design. Use the key. I'm sorry, Ruka, I don't think I can take it anymore. When the detective told me about how he found you, everything I believed in was shattered in an instant. He said the underground cave where you were found was connected to the lift in the Hybara infirmary. I asked Dr. Hybara to admit you to that infirmary so you could get better. I realize now this was a mistake. And when I heard about the clothes you were wearing when he found you and the state of the cave, I can't bear to think that he could be involved in all this. If he had anything to do with it, there may no longer be any place where we can be safe, where we can be at peace. Blank. I asked Mr. Kirishima to bring me to the place where you were found, down the connecting passage to Rugetsu Hall, then down underneath the infirmary. The lift didn't even have a button for it yet, but even further beneath the first underground floor. That was the place. The expansion work was abandoned, and when it hit the old primeval passage directly underneath Moonglow Well, the only light in this dark place was the thin moonlight from the wall. My skin crawled, I couldn't stop trembling. I stood there and I cried. What happened to you? What could have possibly happened to destroy your mind like this? Blank. Mr. Katagiri said that while your memories are lost, you're lucky to be alive. He said the most important thing is to help you retain the shaky grip you have on what's left of your mind. He also said this to me: if you're allowed to rest and convalesce, slowly you will be able to return to having a normal life one day. But you mustn't try to remember the things that happened before you lost your memory. If you try too hard to do that, your mind may well snap again. You might even blossom. I know it's hard for you to have lost these irreplaceable memories, but I have to make sure you don't try to remember them. I have to face the future. I have to hold your hand firmly in mine and move on. Starting now, I only want to make good memories. Okay. Why am I still getting blue? I'm getting a strong sense of blue from somewhere. Ah, there it is. Ooh, 20 blue spirit stones. Yes, please. Give me that power. Pierce and blast. Okie dokie. Do. Bing bong. Well, this doesn't go to the basement. No response. Yeah, I'm stuck in the door. Shiny. Give shiny. Nope. Anything special in here for me? Yes, no, maybe? Probably not. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Alright, so I'm going to hazard a guess that where we need to go is down to the Forbidden Passage. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Bing bong. Let me in. Alright, down to the first floor. That's not good. Are you still chasing me? No? Okay. Can I just, go back? Huh. Well, that was a very easily thwarted threat. Sure, the ghost must have thought surely she would not come back right after that. She wouldn't just turn around and open the door back up. She has surely gone for good. Shiny. Multiple shinies. No! I want the shiny, not the door. Blue spirit stones. Ah. The blow lens. A classic lens, but not really the best name for a lens. Use all available spirit points to take an extra powerful shot. Doesn't even need upgrades. It will just eat all of your spirit charges. Alright. I am curious if the ghost ran us off that direction because there's probably other things we'll encounter. Maybe. Like more items and stuff like that. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I am not a completionist by any means. Wait. This wasn't always open. Why is this open now? Shenanigans. Shenanigrams. Okay. Oh, hi. Oh, right. Ow. Alright, sir, I'll have you know this is not really a very fair fight. Can you not be in a wall? Bull. Why does it have me in these tight-ass corridors? He also breaks locks. What a load of crap. Fucking jerk. Oh. The door doesn't work. Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that. Can I perhaps jump down this hole? No. Interesting. Yeah. Turn. Apparently I cannot walk through that. I have to walk through this little thing. There is no other way. Well, that's about time I stop and save. Oh hey, now they're selling Type 61 film. Cool. Alright, well, that's all for Fatal Frame for now, so bye-bye!